Alright, you're getting real gamer aesthetic here because I haven't washed my hair in about a week. So it's perfect for a CEX haul. Let me frame you a little bit better here. Or no, is this just not in line? That's just not in line. Alright. So, CEX haul. Let's do it. So, more Xbox 360 games. This isn't as varied because I just went in CX, bought like the cheaper games. Like, because the problem with buying it on a second hand that's not on like a market is like, that's not at like a car boot sale or a garage sale, is if I buy it on adverts or eBay, a €2 game is going to be €2 plus €3 postage. So I just bought all the cheap shit, not shit, but cheap stuff, like and I'm planning to do like more videos of like I've been watching a lot of Gaming Off the Grid, and I was watching like they have a video of like under 100 and like best collections under 100. By the way, I'm looking here because I'm filming on my PC this time and I'm looking at myself. I don't know why I should be looking here, but anyway. So, games. First one, you know, I got the ugly fucking CX stickers on it, but I'll get rid of them eventually. But Supreme Commander. Did I get this last time? No, I think I got something similar. I don't know. I'm reorganizing my shelf at the moment. It's a bit of a mess. But yeah, it's, I mean, €2. Like, even if it's shit, it's a game I've never played. So I'm pretty hyped about that. No manual, unfortunately. But again, €2. So like, maybe I could have found this at car boot sale for like 2 or for like 50 cents. But I mean, I'm not gonna cry over €2. One thing I will cry about is I went to CX for this pile, and I thought I had my voucher with me. Turns out I just had my receipt, and now I can't find my voucher. It was 150 quid worth voucher, so that's disappointing. But so I had to pay in, you know, money as opposed to vouchers. So that's disappointing, but I'll never run out of games to buy, realistically, so that's not too bad. So, not complete in manual. Looks like it might be a strategy game. Overhead strategy game. But I don't like to look too much into games before I buy them, unless it's like a new game. But I'm trying to not buy new games. Like, only new game I bought is Split Fiction, and that was to play with my sister. So other than that, I'm trying not to. And there is some duplicates in this, obviously not in the ones I bought from CX, but in the, I got a bundle. So, and in case, obviously these are all this price, the price that's on it, but the ones that are in the bundle were not, they were cheaper than like CX prices because I got them in I wouldn't have bought them otherwise with duplicates. So this is pretty exciting. I got it on I had it on PS4 digital download or the PS Plus game or something. Never was really into it. I think it seemed too expansive, too open world, and it intimidated me a little bit. Like, open, I know you get dropped into missions, but then from there it was like, I don't know, it was a bit too much for me to take in at the time. So, I mean, maybe one day I can get into it. I mean, one thing I do know about it, I think this isn't the one that's like 1 mission or 2 missions, I hope. I don't think it is. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But, like, that's a lot of game for €4. you know, whether I get back, whether I spend 100 hours on it, you know. But even if I spend 40 hours on it, that's €1 per 10 hours, or 4 hours, that's €1 per hour, you know. That's better value than seeing a movie, than, you know, whatever else you would do for that. I think that maths was right. I have confidence anyway. This one I've seen around a bit. I've never played it. You got Fedor. Oh, the camera's reversed, so you can actually read them this time, and it might still not be right. Like, if I'm showing the camera MMA, can you read that right? Am I defeating the purpose? Let me see here. Is that better? MMA? No, that's better. Anyway, sorry. So we got Fedor Emelianenko and Randy Couture on the cover there. It looks like Dan Henderson there. I don't know who that is. Czech Congo, maybe? Can't see that much, but I think that's Dan Henderson. That nose looks like Dan Henderson. Yeah, I don't know what the kind of how the what the roster is in this. I know nothing about it aside from the people that are on the cover and potentially on the back, if I got that correct. But I've always, I won't say loved, but I've always enjoyed quite heavily MMA games. I like fighting games that are a bit different, that aren't like side. I'm not a fan of like 2D fighters that much. Aside from like the Tekken and stuff, and that's just because I grew up on it, and even then, you know, I can take it or leave it. So yeah, it's exciting. Tomb Raider. I was looking at the like bundle for this. You got this and the 2 other ones in there. I don't have to check they're in here because I got them CX, so hopefully. But like the 3 of these games bundled, the modern, not the reboots, but these reboots, or I don't know if they're part of the original like canon, whatever, I don't know. It's like 20 or 22 or 28 or something for the 3. And although it's pretty cool buying a bundles when they came out would have been like the better value, I'm sure, you know, like buying 3 games in one as opposed to separately. But now the bundles are like yeah, now the bundles are, oh my god, I look like I have a lazy eye. Do I have a cross eye? Oh my god. Anyway, Tomb Raider games are classic. I was playing the trilogy released remastered, kind of remastered, but still like old school, on the PS5. I played like halfway through the first one, halfway through the second one. I won't talk too much about these because I got a lot of them. I was like, they're pretty cheap, and it's crazy, like the amount of money I would have saved. First of all, if I just didn't buy games in the first place, but that's not why I'm here. But like, imagine if I'd have bought all these games when they came out. Like, and you can say that for games now, like I'm trying to think, is promotional copy of Destiny, but I'm trying to think if there's any new games near me. But like Hogwarts Legacy, for example, like that's already at like 20. I got my copy in a bundle, which if I kind of half-ass the maths, it's like 15 quid for it, you know, and you can buy it from CX, I think, for like 20. And is that even a year? It must be a year, but is it? Anyway, it might be a year released, might be a year and a half, 2 years, but it's already down that much. So anyway, tangent as usual, but Madden, never played a Madden game, so I'm quite excited. Like, I hope I really enjoy it so I can like go through the series. I'm not gonna like fake like I review every Madden game because I don't have enough time with it, you know. It wouldn't be fair to spend like an hour playing it, playing each game and then ranking them by that, because I'm sure there's story modes in this. Coach, I wouldn't really get into that shit. Like, I don't know American football, I don't know how it works. The closest I ever got with American football was playing Connect Sports, the American football mode, which was quite fun. But the whole like drawing strategies on the pitch of who goes where and shit, that's just I struggle with that kind of overhead layout of things. Top spin 3. I did get this in CX, but some of them I took out of the things just to, I don't know, I was bored. This was on my bed and I was just like kind of like old school, just kind of sitting flipping through the manual. It's quite, I mean, I'm not big into tennis, so it's not nothing that exciting in the manual, but and you know what's annoying me, I'm seeing people like posting videos like rant, but I just hate those videos that are like, oh shit, these videos like, I miss the old style of gaming. Like, just get over it though. It's gone, it's moved on, it's over. Just collect the old games and move on with your life. Like, they don't put manuals in anymore. Like, okay, but when was it? You're saying that, but like these people, if they got a new game, the people that are making this, they would not go, they do like flashbacks, and there was a certain YouTuber I saw, but I don't know who it was, but where they're like, oh, when I was flashback when I was a kid, oh, there's a manual in this, so cool. And it's like, bro, I mean, I loved looking at manuals as well, like, but you're not comparing the past to the present. You're comparing when you were a kid to when you're an adult. You can't do that. It's not a one-to-one comparison. Like, if you got, I don't know, whatever game you're into now, like Call of Duty World at War, when I got this I would have read the manual. But if I get Call of Duty like Black Ops 7, I'm not going to read the manual. And it's not because of the quality of the game, it's because I was a kid and I was in the back of the car waiting to go home and I was reading the manual. It's nothing to do with, anyway, people piss me off, so nostalgia bait. Like, I love nostalgia. Nostalgia is the only thing keeping me going. That's why I'm buying Xbox 360 games. But this whole like, you know, it's just like get over yourself. Like, your childhood is not that. Like, we all are going, anyway, that is my personal opinion, but we're talking about games. So, PGA Tour 08. Never played a PGA Tour, but again, I was watching Gaming Off the Grid. And I hate watching golf. I think it's one of the most boring things you can watch. To be fair, I've never been able to sit through a full one. And I'm not saying that, you know, it's not a hateful thing. You can take it as that, it doesn't bother me. But the idea of playing golf really pleases me, because you get your steps in, stuff like that, you get fresh air, you get to talk to your friends. And also the gaming, and I really want it says import photos into the game. That sounds horrific, and that looks like someone, I don't know who that looks like, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I've never played PGA Tour. And I was watching Gaming Off the Grid, and they say like they love to get together and play this. Sadly, I don't have anyone who I can like split screen, you know, like a proper like lad who grew up in the same time period as me that I can like split screen. But they're out there, I'll find them, you know. I'm trying to collect. I have like a dream of making a video of like ranking every Connect game ever. There's some that are like, I saw them for like 20 quid and I was like, what the fuck. Anyway, this is like, one thing about CX is ridiculous, is like, I brought in an N64 controller that I was going to say it worked. That's a lie. I don't have the cables, so I never tried it, but it probably works. But they're like, we can't take this, there's a rattle. But like, they sell this. And that's not even the worst. I saw a copy that looked like it was chewed by a dog, and then shit out, and then chewed again. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, €4 is definitely going to be too much for this, but I don't know. I kind of want to collect Connect games, like, and I'm getting back into the Wii. I bought a CRT, which I'm not going to show. I'll put pictures up on the screen here. No, I won't. But imagine that I do. There's a CRT screen here. So I want to connect my Wii, and I might just keep my... I have a TV over there. I don't know whether I want to keep my Connect on that or bring it down, but we'll see whatever works for the video aesthetic, you know. Madden 15, won't harp on about it, but yeah, apparently this is a good one. Obviously, as the EA games get more recent, they get worse. Does that mean nostalgia baiting? As the 2K games go, they get worse, you know. This is pretty cool. So I don't know the full story about this. Is this 2 but you can play as Frank, or is it like 2 with DLC? Like, I never really understood this. Should I just play this? Should I play Dead Rising 2 and this? I don't know, but what I do know is it has 2 manuals in it, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Still haven't played Dead Rising 2. Still haven't completed Dead Rising, but that is my goal. I want to complete Dead Rising. Like, see, the problem is I always tried to kill those guys in the courtyard, but I found out that they just respawn anyway. So I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm just going to see if I can just avoid them and run across, because that was always where I quit. I was like, I'm not fighting these guys. These guys are just pain in the ass. So Madden 07. I recently, with my cousin, the other day I played WWE 11 or SmackDown vs Raw 11, whatever, and then 07. And like, I think 07's higher rated, but I didn't like the wrestling with the... I didn't know how to throw people out in Royal Rumble. I was really confused. So, but yeah, anyway. So maybe, hopefully, but what I'll do is I'll play them from the start. I tried to pick up 06, but they couldn't find the disc, which I don't know how that happens, but I guess they have a lot of discs. Is this recording? It is. 18. I don't like Sonic. Don't like any Sonic games, but I mean, it's a tennis game. It doesn't have to. I don't have to like Sonic, you know. It's just a cartoon. I've always kind of liked more cartoony kind of sports games and stuff, you know. I looked at a list. It says this was the best one, and it said it was the last one. I think it said this is the best and the last. €8. Probably a bit too steep. Probably find some 50 cents somewhere. But like, I'm kind of getting out of that mindset. I'm like, just buy it if you want it, you know, within reason. Because like, if I find one of these for 50 cents, I can probably sell this on for €6 or give it back for 4 in credit at the worst. So anyway, Connect for Xbox 360. Like, that sounds fun to me. Like, playing with the Connect. I'll play with the controller as well, but like, I like that the option is there. Better with Connect though. It's probably a bit of a stretch. I've never played a game that was better with Connect. But I just said that to seem dramatic. I've never played a game with Connect that said it was better with Connect. Anyway, this I've never seen before. So that's pretty cool. €8 again, but I mean, this at least I feel like is unique. So my initial impression of this is that it's like FIFA Street, but for basketball. and I hope I'm right because that sounds amazing. Like, I used to love playing NBA 2K13, 2K18, and then I think I played 2K20 once, 2K22 once or twice, but only thing I ever enjoyed, I enjoyed the career mode in 2K13, but other than that, the only thing I ever enjoyed was the blacktop. So, yeah. Anyway, the only thing I ever enjoyed was the blacktop. I just thought it was fun. I hate the whole, like, why is there quarters instead of halves? You know, is that just my European bias? Why is there quarters? To be fair, they're in a hotter country, but like basketball's inside, it's probably air conditioned. Like, why do they gotta take breaks? Like every fucking. And I hate timeouts. Why is there timeouts? If the athletes are tired or the coaches didn't make the right swap at the time, should they not just deal with that decision? Should that not be a repercussion of the coach's actions that they didn't make the right decision at the halftime or at the first quarter, at the third quarter? If you're American and you've somehow made it this far, let me know, because I don't really understand. Anyway, in blacktop in NBA there wasn't any of that. So if this is like a full game of just blacktop, I'd love to, like, next time my cousin comes over from America, we'll play some of this, and hopefully maybe I can just play against the AI, just one of those. It's 1 to 4 players as well, just kind of chill. We are Tiger Woods 07, so I'll play the earlier ones first. I won't be like going back to the original Xbox or whatever, but in the 360. Madden 13. I'm gonna move these over to the side now so I can get in position. Or sorry, so I can keep piling shiz on. That's pretty cool. So, Battle Station. It's not pretty cool. I just made that up. Maybe it's pretty cool. But it's pretty cool to see a game that I didn't know existed. So, I don't know if this is supposed to be like instantly switch between exhilarating dogfights, powerful artillery. Yeah, I never really enjoyed the thought, like the concept of, like, you know, Ace Combat, those gunning games. Just, you know, I've never been a big World War II nut or big World War nut or anything. So I've never, like, as a kid, like, you know, people are into that. Like, I was into that a little bit, but I was like Action Men and stuff like that, kind of modern combat as opposed to this. So and I'm sure, like, most of these games, like, are probably, most of the value is online, I'd imagine. Is it Square Enix? Oh, it's pretty cool. Eidos, I always forget how to say that. Isn't that like an offshoot of Square Enix? Or maybe they're just combined nowadays. Oh, you'll be happy to know. First bag is done. Okay. I don't know if this was in the last video. It was near the box, so I won't talk about it. But if I didn't, Ultimate Street Fighter 4, or no, Street Fighter 4 Super? I don't know if this is the same as the other one. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know. More tennis games. I assume you can play as... Yeah, you can play as historical. So I should probably be professional and have my face in it. Instead of like this. Yeah, so classic tennis, which I don't know much about, but, like, again, I always like the idea of tennis. Playing tennis, like, keeps you so fit. Like, if you look at the oldest living people, I mean, it's also probably because they're rich. If they're playing golf and tennis, they're rich, so that probably helps them live long too. But Madden 10, €1. I mean, that's a fucking great deal. Maybe, I don't know, but, like, if you like Madden games, I've never played any, so I really hope I enjoy it because I bought a lot of them. But even if I don't, they go on my beautiful shelf, they add to my collection, and they fulfill my nostalgia This isn't nostalgia baiting, okay? This is me fulfilling my nostalgia. I'm talking about it. Yeah, this confused me. Probably a bit of a brain dead. I was looking on CX and I was like, Madden 25? Because you know the way, like, there's some, like, dog shit ports of, like I think NBA 2K18, maybe NBA 2K19 is on the 360 still. Well, not still, but, like, came out. FIFA 17 is definitely on the 360. Maybe FIFA 18, maybe, I think FIFA 19 is. So, like, I thought they brought this out this year. I was like, Madden 25. But obviously not. The NFL's that young of a sport. 25 years in 2014. Wow. Better with Connect. Graphics look pretty good, like. I mean, they're obviously select screenshots, but and like this, I don't know if this is a good version, but I mean that title is just so annoying because on my shelf it's gonna be like Madden 13, 14, or well 11, 10, 13, and then it's like this is 14. But I mean, listen, at least they're trying something different, you know. It wasn't just this. Now this I'm excited for. When I saw this screenshot. So this is NFL Tour, NFL Hits, Tour. Arcade action, simplified controls. That's speaking my language because I don't know shit about tactics when it comes to NFL. You know, if you want COD tactics, hit me up. I'll you know. But when it comes to like this shit, but the second I seen this screenshot when I picked it up in the shop of a fucking guy running, a fucking American football player running on a wall like Matrix, I was like, this is my type of shit. So if I was to predict, unless something crazy happens, this will probably be my favourite. If it's saying what it's giving on the box, you know, but this I was pretty excited about. Fear 2 sealed. Got this for about 30 quid. I don't know if that's a good price, a bad price. He got it for 50% off originally, so that's good. He's probably made money on it. He's definitely made money on it, but yeah, I've never played a Fear game. It's always been something that's eluded me. I've always seen it and been like, I've always seen them and been like, oh, like when I was younger, top 10 horror games on the 360 or top 10 free horror games on the PC, you know, and so I'd look at those lists and Fear 1 was always in there, and maybe Fear 2. I know Fear 3 is quite a departure, but yeah, I think this is originally sealed. I don't know how much it goes for. I got it for 30, you know. I got it with something else, which I'm going to show. So, I wasn't too happy with that. Is it a great price? Maybe. Is it a shit price? Maybe. But a sealed game from that long ago, something... I'm not big into, like, sealed stuff, but I don't know. It fills me, you know? I'm like... It fills me. But I'm like... Anyway, from the same person, I bought this, which in CX with the manual, or even without the manual, I think is 38. So I got this for 30 from the same guy, with the manual. And disc is in like near immaculate shape. Two tiny scratches on this. So obviously Team Fortress 2, I'm pretty sure it was only multiplayer, so that's going to be gone. But Portal 1 on the console, I hope there weren't like, there wasn't a code on here. Like, hopefully they're all on the disc. Anyway, so I got this for 30 with the manual, and this is another one that I've always seen. Like, I remember it was 25 in GameStop, and I was like, like years and years and years ago, and I was like, that's too much for 3 games like that I don't even know. And now, because it's collectible, it's so, you know. But I wouldn't pay 38 for it. But this guy had a great collection of games, and I was getting fear, so I was like, I'll get this too. And I got one more from him, which is a Final Fantasy. I got Pez. I've only ever played like one Pez. I wonder, like, is there like a unanimous vote of like, this Pez is better than this FIFA this year, or is it always like you know, COD versus Battlefield fan base of like whatever? But I imagine this is PES 06, so it's gonna be pretty old. Let me see. It supports 60 hertz. I always thought it supports 60 hertz TV, but like I always thought the 360 was 30. But maybe, anyway, whatever. But yeah, am I like crazy excited for this? No, it was just another cheap game. But like, will I play every game? Like, if I get a full 360 collection, will I play every game? No. And I'm not going to I'm not going to play every game for 10 minutes just to say it. But like, it's about like games that I could get remastered on the PS4. I'll get it on 360, play it there. Or like let me see. Let me pick one that I actually want to play. Here's a perfect example here. So this, I should have waited, but I wanted to get it. I wanted to get out my voucher, and I fucking didn't, because I didn't have my voucher with me. But I felt bad. He already got all the discs out, so anyway, Metal Gear Solid HD collection, €25. It hurts a little bit, but like, some people say these are the greatest games ever, video games ever. So if that's true, like 3 of the greatest video games ever, or at least 2 of them, I know 2 and 3 are really highly regarded. 4 is like a cutscene fest, isn't it? Or no, Peace Walker, is that the PSP version? That's not 4, is it? Yeah, I don't understand why it's not 1, 2 and 3 plus Peace Walker. Don't really get that. But other than that, it's pretty exciting. I also have the collection I showed in my last video for the PS3, but I don't know if it's the same one. Shit, it probably is. Anyway, but I'm gonna play. I don't play a PS3 though, whereas I'll actually play this. I've never completed a Metal Gear Solid game. I know that's blasphemy as a gamer, but I just never, like, I tried it. Like, we had Metal Gear Solid 2 on the, was it the PS1 it was on? But I played it on the PS2. I don't know if it was PS1 disc. I think it was PS2. Anyway, I have it over there somewhere. I never, am I blocking the mic? Hello? I never was into it, you know, it was too hard. And then I tried to play it on the Vita. It just wasn't for me. So I really hope maybe I just force myself to play it and it'll be good. I really hope it's not just a generation thing where I can't get past. I know there are tank controls, but the whole, like, the overhead kind of view and stuff. You know, some stuff is iconic for the time, and, you know, you know, it's okay to accept that for new gamers coming in, it's not going to be great, you know. Like, I keep trying to tell people World at War is the best Call of Duty. Black Ops 2 is very close. Black Ops 2 is probably the best Call of Duty, but World at War is my favourite Call of Duty. But I've come to terms that it's, as long as people are respectful and they're like, it's shit, you know. If young people don't get it, like kids coming up, I'm young obviously, but if they don't get that World at War was that good, it's okay. And you know, it's the same thing with this. If I don't get this, that's okay. You know, at least I've experienced it. Experienced like a big part of gaming history, especially Sony. Tiger Woods. Hopefully no duplicates. Shouldn't be. Same thing, never played a Final Fantasy game. I was trying to see if I played one. I opened the intro of the one where they're like, it's mechs walking, like the back of like mechs walking in snow, and it's like really cool music playing. I started that one, and then I was like, okay, I've started it. I like starting a game, then getting to the first save point, and then like that's my first time playing it. Like, even if it's a game I like really excited to play, I'm like, get to the first save point, initialize yourself with it, watch the intro, save it, and then come back. Because I'm afraid that I'll get bored of games, you know. Anyway, this was from the same guy, the orange box and stuff. This was only like a $5. It's probably a great price. I mean, I'm not going to haggle on stuff that, you know, this guy was giving very respectable prices out for the games I was asking anyway, so. But yeah, never played a Final Fantasy. So, where did I put this? Oh yeah. So, I don't know if I should play XX, because this fucking naming system's so annoying. I don't know if I should play 13 first. Is 13 even exist? Is 13 to a sequel? Is it a bonus? Is it a, you know, like, lightning defeated the false gods? Like, I'm so confused. Is this standalone? Should I play like the first fucking 12 games first? First 13 games first? Yeah, these games always kind of scared me just because of how many there are, you know. Like, if you wanted to play every Call of Duty campaign, like on like regular difficulty, first time player, it would probably, and you had time on your hands, it could probably take you like 2 weeks. So they're like, most of them are like 6-hour campaigns. But these games, like, if you want to play those series, like, only ones I want to play like at some point in my life are 7, and then I don't know, other people were at 8 quite highly, so 7 and 8, just because I know how big they are for the history of like PlayStation and like RPGs in general. So I want to kind of be able to discuss, like, if I meet a fan of the game, I can discuss with them. You know? Because just yesterday I was chatting to someone about Far Cry 3. And, I mean, for like a minute, but talking about video games in general. But it's that link when you both know the same thing, and, you know, I'd love to do that, but with Far Cry, so. That's the one that had Cyberpunk in it from the last time. Yeah, these games... Oh, yeah. These are new. Okay. £8 for a driving game. Too much. I was kind of unhappy with it. But what happened was, there's 4 games they couldn't find in the packet. So for some reason, I'm like, fear of missing out. I'm like, I've missed out on 4 games. I should get something the same price. And they were all like €2 each, or like €4, €2, €1. So I picked an €8 game. It was this or something else. But I think the thing I cheated out on the most was the Tiger Woods 14. Wasn't that 8? That just seems too much. But this seems, I mean, interesting. Change routes and open shortcuts to make every lap different. Might be different 2-player split screen, so make a wish if you can get me in touch. No, I'm joking. But yeah, those gaming off the grid guys, like, I'd love to have something like that, you know. I've only started watching their videos recently. I've been subscribed to them for like a year, but silly of me, I was always like, I think I'll be bored by the videos, so I'm not going to watch them. But I like that they're doing gaming off the grid, so I'm going to subscribe to support them. But now I'm actually watching them and they're actually quite enjoyable. Lost. Watched a few episodes with my parents as a kid, and then recently I started rewatching it. I watched like 20 episodes the first season. I swear 25 episodes, but that sounds like a lot. Anyway, I watched a decent amount in the first season. And then my dad carried out and watched the whole thing. And he kept telling me how shit it was, but you know, dads, they're like, this thing's shit. But he just kept watching it anyway. Well, my dad anyway. I really enjoy the Prison Break game, and that's notoriously dog shit. It's one of the worst games on 360, and I agree. Like, in terms of quality of game. But if this can be as funnily shit as that, it might actually be quite fun. So, yeah. Why is this on my desk? Man 11. We got. I don't know why. I always get a bit of a stogie for Stogie's a cigar. A bit of a, you know, for games that, for copies that say bundle copy, not for resale. It feels like I'm like getting something I shouldn't get, you know. But 360 award, best Xbox 360 game. Like, what? Who the fuck gives out that shit? I played PGR 4, I think, at a friend's house when I was younger. I think it's PGR 4, the red cover. And that was a bundle copy as well. So maybe this, I assume this is a official Xbox, like Microsoft product. A lot of car brands in it. That's good if you care. Yeah, I don't know who's the developer of this. It's covered by the sticker, but like it was always in bundle copies, so I assume they had some sort of deal. Because I think the other one was as well. The only new game, I said I don't pick up new games, and I've lied already. Started my YouTube career, not really, but and I've already lied. I picked this up for my cousin. I'm not going to give it to him, but same thing I was saying about like depreciation of video games. Like, it's so hard to want to buy. Sorry, I have an itchy fucking tit. It's so hard to want to buy new video games because I bought this off Amazon. Now I know Amazon, like fucking empire taking over. They can sell stuff for you know, $1, €1, and somehow make a profit out of it. But so that's probably another whole discussion altogether problem. But like, this came out like what, a year ago, and it was like the remaster of one of the biggest video games of all time in terms of fan service, in terms of iconic status, in terms of probably sales within the Resident Evil franchise, I'd imagine. In terms of ports and spin-offs like the Wii, the GameCube, PS4. Like, I had a physical edition on the PS4. I think it was just a like reskin from the PS2 version, but the original Xbox, I think, I'm not sure about that one actually, but I know it was on the GameCube, it was on the Wii, it was on the PS2. So anyway, my point is, like, one of the biggest games, and it's already, I got this for €15 off Amazon. 15 sealed. Now I'd say you couldn't get a 15 off a second-hand seller, you know. That's the whole problem. That's why I try buy off second-hand, because at least you're giving to a person, as long as they're not fucking cheating you, you know, fuck them. But yeah, so I'm gonna let my cousin have a lend of this. I guess I can break the seal. Let's get back into that whole nostalgia bait, because I'm not keeping the seal, I'm gonna actually play it. Let's get into the whole nostalgia bait debate of I have this baby here. Is this a good opener? Not really. Let's see if there's a manual in this, and if it is it worth reading? Because... okay, I guess I can just cut this, because this is just embarrassing. I have a pen. Pens never fail. Pens are perfect. One of the best inventions of all time. Pens. Okay. This is the test. So you're a kid, you get in the back of your car, and you see... I mean, it is quite disappointing, actually. It is quite disappointing. It's quite bare looking. But that's the point. Like, I've gone in with the skeptic point of view of even if there was a manual, it makes the experience of opening it look better. But when was the last time you might have flicked through a manual, you know? But when was the last time you read a manual of a new game? You read it. You really fucking read it. You know? And I get it. When you were a kid, that was great. But God, I just hate all these fucking videos online, man. But I will admit, I'm not gonna be blindsided by my views. I will admit that it did feel empty opening it up. You know, I will say that. I did expect a manual. But I'm not gonna hide my you know, we're off the cuff here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe, but no, I still hate those videos. But Perfect Dark, again, bundle copy, not for resale. Got me a bit horny, but I wish it wasn't so faded. I don't think it's sun faded because it's like perfectly on the sides and back, not on the. And the top isn't faded. It's just the this print. Not really a fan of that, but I wanted to buy it, and the only other one was the Xbox Classics. And I'm not like you know, if I want my games to look pretty on the shelf, so I'm not gonna get an Xbox Classic. Like if I'm not joking about. I'm about to show you in a minute. I must have 10 Gears of War copies now, and about 3 of them are like Gears of War, like classics, Xbox Classics. I'm not going to put that one on the shelf, you know? It just doesn't fit. What I've seen, like, Radical Reggie do, for, like, the YouTuber Radical Reggie is, like, for the PS3, like, classics versions or whatever, the red cases. Now, they look better than the Xbox 360 classics, but... like, yeah, that is pretty manual. But my beef isn't with manuals or with the lack of. It's with the fact that even if there was manuals in modern game things, adults wouldn't read them. I'm diluting my point and making it less clear. Go back to the first time I said it, and that's my view. Now I'm just fucking going over the top because I'm alone and I'm crazy. The fucking cheapest game everywhere. Where we get this for 2 cents. Woo! I mean, it's €1. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I thought it wasn't in there. No manual. But yeah, I do like having a manual as a collector. I'm not a collector. I just collect them for the 360, but. Just because it's another thing to fill the you know, like let's say if in the future I got a full collection and I wanted to sell it, you know, I'm not doing this for monetary, like I'm taking a loss, you know, and I don't think I'll make it back because I don't plan on selling these, but if I did, like, if I had a full Xbox 360 collection, and a guy came in, he said, I want to buy it all. He's a rich guy, and he said, I want to buy it all. If he loved it, Xbox and all. If he said, are they all complete in box? And I said, no, some of them are. He would go limp instantly, because it's just like, it's when you're collecting, when you're doing it for collecting and nostalgia, I mean, nobody fucking has nostalgia for this shit. Was this the guy that got cancelled? I always forget. Maybe not. One of them got cancelled. Another Connect game. Is this based on Rango? Kind of looks like Rango. No, I don't think it is. Kind of looks like Johnny Depp, fucking Gecko Lizard Man. Jumper Griffin's story for some reason. I guess it's a good way to go. Is that Samuel Jackson? I guess it's a good way to go. Like movie tie-in games, like as opposed to just repeating the movies. Like most movie tie-in games, they repeat the movies. They take 4 or 5 scenes out of the movies. They make levels that are too long or too short, and then that's the game. But at least this is the side character story. That is Jumper, isn't it? Is the side character, so at least it's different. I'm pretty sure this is a shit game as well, but who cares? Who cares? Another golf game. I'd be really interested in like the series, like, you know, you had the like World Masters Golf, whatever, versus the PGA, or no, that's PGA? Versus the other tennis things. Is that like PES versus FIFA, or is that the same company? Like, this is EA, and then EA is Tiger Woods as well, isn't it though? Or no, it's Tiger Woods 2K. Tiger Woods PGA Tour is EA, yeah, so there's no competition, sadly. I can't be like, these games are the better ones, but yeah, you know, like with my new CRT, I'll be setting up on a summer's day, even though summer's over now, basically. But next summer, or in winter, I'll act like it's summer. I'll, you know, just have this blare and I'll act like I'm out on the golf course. Maybe I was thinking of getting a walking pad, and like I could like set it up in this, and I couldn't, but so I doubt you can like see them walking. But NBA 2K15, I think this. Oh yeah, it says it's on the fucking thing. Should have been looking there the whole time. Kevin Durant, right? Music created by Pharrell Williams. Yeah, like I loved 2K13 when it came out, or when I got it. I don't know if I got it when it came out. But, so maybe it's time I get into another career mode. Problem is, career modes, I feel like I've been playing FIFA 9 career mode, unless my game's glitched. I've been playing that game since 2009. So something's going wrong there. I mean, I haven't played it all that time, but NBA Live 09. Now this is a debate here. I mean, the 2K game's always won from my understanding, but like, it's 2 different series, so maybe I'll play, see what I like more. Oh, so that's what it was. That's a cool concept, but like, how does it work now? It just ends, I guess. Like, NBA Live always confused me, because I like that title. I never liked that title, because I was always like, do I have to be live streamed while playing it? No, I didn't think that. But I was like, do you have to be online, always online, or is there only multiplayer? You know, these were just thoughts, you know. Like, this was before I had easy access to Google. Well, that's a lie, I'm not that old, but I did, but, like, anyway, yapping. I mean, that's the whole fucking point of the video, isn't it? But gotta reel it in at some point. It is like 12:10, so we got Game Party in motion. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna rank all those fucking games, and it's gonna be an amazing video. Now these are probably the most exciting games, depending on the audience. I don't really care about cheats, but I love demo discs. Something about them just brings me back to that time. You know, it's like Game Pass, but for like the older generation. You know, like demos. I mean, that's just a stupid statement, but anyway, I've said it now. We don't edit these videos. Yeah, that was a stupid statement, but you know what I mean. Like, Game Pass, you can play a game and realize this thing is shit. Like, all due respect, it's just again, it's just a generation gap. Like, if I play a modern game, I can judge whether it's shit because I grew up. But like, I played Wasteland Remastered, and I was like, oh my god. Now, to be fair, I played it for 5 minutes. But I was fighting a rat, and the rat was kicking my ass, and it looked like I was doing no damage, and the fight went on for like 2 minutes. My party members were getting like poisoned or diseased or something, and I was like, this is just so out of my depth. Like, I get maybe it was like innovative or whatever, and I liked the aesthetic of it, but it just wasn't for me. But anyway, my point is, demos are like that, you know. Like, for me, when I had that month of Game Pass, it was basically a demo month. I was like, I'm just playing some shit. Like Persona 3, I saw was on there, and I was like, oh, I want to play that, see if I like it, and I have 90 hours in it now. Anyway, point is, but yeah, so it's pretty cool. Now this, I will admit, this is the type of stuff, but no, because no, I'm done with that argument. Manuals. So, the latest cheats for the biggest PS2 Platinum games, 100% unofficial. Gotta cover their asses. Ultimate cheats. This is so lovely. When people were cheating, they weren't hacking online like fucking Battlefield 6 beta, which they said they had to stop 350,000 hacking attempts. Like, why are people that bored? I mean, says me. I'm 57 minutes into a CEX haul. Most of them aren't even from CX. That's not true, actually. Some of them aren't. These aren't. I should have probably clarified. Let me go back through them. No, I'm joking. But anyway, GTA 3. That would be cool to have hacks for. Devil May Cry. Crazy Taxi. Yeah. Pro Skater 3. That would be pretty cool. Stuntman. Pro Evolution Soccer. Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut. The fuck would you hack with that for? Get rid of the fog or some shit? Maybe like infinite bullets or some shit. That would actually be pretty cool. Resident Evil Code Veronica. WWF SmackDown. Just bring it. Well, isn't that just dandy? Look at that. I mean, too bad it was Cyberpunk in here, not the real game. Because that would have actually been fantastic. I actually could have tried one of these cheats. I mean, I'm sure I've one of these games, but... See reverse for full list of titles. Oh, shit. I won't read all of them, but in case you want to know. On this specific one... That's all the ones available. And then we got this. I love this cover because I can just imagine it. I don't know how it was, but I can imagine it being in a magazine, in those big plastic things, and like you read the magazine and then you're like, oh my god. You read it on the way home, and then so Final Fantasy X-2, Forbidden Siren become invincible, access hidden menus in Final Fantasy X-2. That's so cool, and I can still use these. Like, that's what the cool thing is. Like, they wouldn't have been like one-time use things or anything. Whereas now it would all be like a code. Dog's Life. Oh my god, they have cheats for Dog's Life. Please have a manual. Oh, it doesn't. There's more in it. Oh my fucking god, I'm about to bust. What the fuck cheat do they have for Dog's Life? Someone sneezed on the back of this. Dog's Life is top 3 PS2 game for me, by the way. That's why I'm so excited. I never even would have thought there would have been cheats. Oh, got a broadband internet connection? Goes online. No, I'm not fucking going online. I don't get how this works though. Like, if you have to put in the disc, like, you put in the disc, you save it to your PS2, then you put in the game? Like, how do you access these cheats when the game is in? I don't get that part. Oh my god, should I call that number? Faulty 01. I'm gonna call that number. Oh 01 202 200 200. No, sadly not. So let's see what's in here. These will all be going in my little. I'm developing a little folder full of demos. So this is Ops 2M demo 43. I don't know what that is. We got Monster Hunter. It's pretty cool. We got Action Replay Max. Is this... This is not a game, so this is more cheats, I'm assuming. Action Replay. This guy really likes Action Replay. But yeah, this was like... This was a $5 for all this. For the 5 ones I haven't even shown yet. Like... You know, and that's what's so great. Like, he could have just thrown them in the bin. And I'm not gonna use all these and they're gonna go to great use, but I'm gonna use them on some, like Dog's Life. I want to make sure I know what it is first though, because I've had that save file for like, what, well, 10 plus years easily, maybe 15. I'd say 15 years, yeah, 16 maybe. Yeah. Anyway, another one. And then there's the back. It doesn't give the full list of games, or maybe this is the full list of games, I don't know. But Dog's Life's on there, so that has to be pretty high. Put these back in. But yeah, and then we just have like some other. We just have like one more group, but it's mostly duplicates. So. Nearly done. This is like meditation for me. This is great. Just talking about games. So, oh, Ops 2M isn't the name of a game. Don't think this is the same disc as this implies, but could be wrong. Play the demo and win a trip to San Fran. What? Is that still available? I really like San Fran. That was my favourite place in America. So, oh, these are demos, yeah. So, Starsky and Hutch demo? Or are they just on the front? We got Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter, Tony Hawk's Underground, that's pretty cool. Futurama, Tekken 4, Final Fantasy X, Headhunter, Tiger Woods 03. I can really get into the Tiger Woods here. TIF 2003. TIF. I thought I knew all gaming acronyms. Tears I Fall. I don't know. Tears. TIF. Oh, this is football. I don't think I would have got that. 2003. Was that like Pez before Pez, or is that a completely different company? Anyway, hopefully that's the same disc and it's just called a different thing. Like it doesn't say what it is on it, but so we have 2 more of these demo discs. 19 hours of gaming madness. So I got 19 hours. This says 56, by the way. Demo disc 56. I'm gonna get all 56. No, I'm not. That's probably more. I don't know how many are. So we got Ratchet and Clank. We got game saves straight to your memory card. So Ratchet and Clank unlocked Onimusha 2. That's pretty cool. Wait, Onimusha 2 extras plus more? Onimusha 2 extras. I thought 2 was coming out like now. Anyway. Nothing kind of jumping out at me. Siphon Filter, the Omega strain, that might be pretty cool. Driver, that's pretty cool. SOCOM 2, I don't think that would be, I'll be able to play that now anyway, so not really into like war simulators. I tried to play Ready or Not, and I tried to play like another thing, just wasn't really my, I know SOCOM are different, but Freedom Fighters. You know what, let's go and try see a game I haven't heard of. So Colin McRae, Rally 04, True Crime, Streets of LA, Freedom Fighters, Soul Calibur, Zone of the Enders, Amplitude, I don't think I've heard of. Finding Nemo, Warhammer 40,000. That's another series that just scares me. I'm like I was looking at the Xbox Game Pass, and there's like 4 of them on there. One of them's like an overhead, like old style, like RPG. One of them's first person. I'm like, what? At least with Final Fantasy, I know there's like one like there's like Final Fantasy Tactics like offshoots, and there's like one that's like a online like MMO, but like generally they're the same thing. But I'm like, when it comes to Warhammer 40,000, I'm like, Space Marine is like what? What is that? Is that like a third person or something? It's so confusing. I don't know if I showed this one already. Yeah, I did. Alright. Now comes a bundle that I got from some guy. Oh, how I do love buying things I don't need. That's what life's about, really, isn't it? So, basically this is the only reason I bought the bundle, because the whole bundle was €60 for all these games. A 360 Elite, which I'll probably just, I have like 5 of them, I'll probably just sell or give to CX. But it had Portal 2 in it, and anyone who knows, I mean, Portal 2 is not crazy expensive, but it's like 18 or 22, and it's worth that. But like in GameStop used, it was 22, and that was probably, I mean, I could probably find it out from that barcode, but that was probably 10 years ago. So, but yeah, like I've never fully played through this, but I've always loved the concept of it, and it's one I've wanted in my collection, and I can put it beside the orange box. I officially have Portal 1 and 2 back in my collection. I've never had the orange box, but this I had, and the game has like a really weird, like deep zigzag scratch in it. I don't know how it got it. I put it in my disc cleaning like machine. It's not crazy, but like it's a decent little machine. It's worked like a few times for me. It's gone. It's fucked. So glad. Hope these are easy to pull off because I know the CX stickers are a bitch. I tried. I was doing well, but I don't know what you're supposed to do. Heat them under a hairdryer or anything. Anyway, most of these are just duplicates after this, but PGA Tour 11 I think I already have, but might not. So that's another good pickup. So I don't know what I want to do with my duplicates. Like, do I want to sell them? But it's a lot, and like people won't buy the Gears of Wars because like they're like €2 in like Battlefield 3s and is €1 in ZX. You get 1 cent for bringing it in. So people aren't gonna buy like Gears of War off me, but they will buy like. I'm trying to think. Like I have Street Fighter 4. I have 3 of those now, I think. So I mean, people will buy those. So I don't know if I do that. Connect Sports Season 2. Pretty sure I have, but you know, it was basically for Portal, and like I bought the games and the console, and he was like, I'll throw in 4 controllers. I was like, sound like I'll probably buy off-brand battery packs and then give them to CX for credit, get more games. It's a vicious cycle. But that's only if I can sort out I lost my 150 quid voucher, so I'm not happy about that at all. So if I can sort that out and get back on decent terms with them, you know, because I'm a good customer, you know, I'm coming in quite a lot, I'm giving them stock, taking their shit fucking amount that they give me and spending money at their place. So I mean, I'm getting heat just thinking of it. Like, if they don't fucking give me a voucher, it's gonna be issues. That's 150 quid. I'll say, alright, you know what, don't give me a fucking voucher then, give me the cash amount that you would have given for 150 credit. It's like 70 quid, and I'll be fucking out of here, and I won't shop here again. But I will, but I'll say it, sound dramatic. This is another one that's, I mean, pretty good to have. Episodes from Liberty City, never played. Let's see. Like, this guy must have never used these games. Like, they were in rough shape, 1 or 2 of them. Like, and the bag they were in was not great, but like, I mean, as Xbox packs do, they have a break in them. But other than that, like, 48-hour code that's not rubbed. Like, this, I feel like this has not been touched. I just have a feeling, you know. We have the manual. And we have a map. So that is complete inbox, as complete inbox can be. So, well, I mean, the thing's broken, but it's still complete inbox, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? You know what I mean? We got Connect Adventures. Always was a tier down from Connect Sports for me, but you'll see that in my ranking that I do. GTA 5, people always want GTA. Oh my god, I mean, come on! Look at a fucking map of Los Santos. This guy never fucking used these. This is beautiful. And I think my last video I said, I'm gonna actually use the maps and put them up on the wall. Yeah, I take that back. Because I now like to keep the stuff in the box. So I'm turning into more of a collector and less of a gamer. I'm selling out, but you know what, that's life. We all sell out at some point. Everyone has a price. And for the ones who don't, fair play. Sorry, yeah, I'm just getting like, so okay, so this has been opened. We see evidence here. We see dents here. So this has been opened. Very much so. But I mean, when you're getting to the point of reviewing the quality of the manual, I mean, this fucking sells for a lot. I was looking at this, like, or no, sir, it was a CE, which is what, a collector's edition. used stock clearance, only 20, buy one get half price. Those were the days. But yeah, never completed this. Fucking telling you, man, I have a lot of ground to make up. Too many games to do it, but I'm currently making my way through San Andreas on the on the Series X downloaded. I had it on my 360, and I'm currently the furthest I've ever been. I think I'm saying that liberally. I'm not completely sure, but BioShock. People always want BioShock. Never completed BioShock 1 or 2. Oh yeah, I remember saying that because I said 95% last time. 2K Australia, 2K Boston. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I never knew this was a 2K game. Fair play. Probably their high. That must be their highest rated game in there. Majiggy. We got Red Dead, Undead Nightmare. I saw again one of the guys from the. We got the map in there too, which is so nice because that means I can put my other map, my map of Undead Nightmare, up on the wall. I saw one of the guys from Off the Grid say recently that I think it was that he prefers this to the original one. Chill out, relax a little bit, but it is a good game. It's a fun game. I think it's a lot like shorter. You know what? Let me put my hand back up and let me bring it down a little bit. If I was to replay one start to finish now, it would be this. And the intro to the start of this is so fucking like not chaotic in the sense of so much happening, but like you're so used to the family dynamic being so important. Wait, spoiler alert for Undead Nightmare. Skip to 20 seconds ahead. But you're so used to the family dynamic in Red Dead. Whereas at the start of this game, fucking uncle comes in, like, tries to eat you. Bites the wife, bites Jack. I mean, like... And, I mean, spoiler alert for the ending there. But yeah, so I'll put my hand back down. If I was to replay one now, start to finish, it would be this one. Because I have so much... But I would still go back and play Red Dead. Play the poker, the horseshoe. But, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's one of my favourite games of all time, but... It's like... You know that kind of movie where you watch it and you're like... That was one of the best things I've ever seen. And I could go another 20 years without watching it again. That's kind of the same kind of vibe with Red Dead for me. Like, I only completed it once, whereas Red Dead 2, I'm on my third playthrough. And I'm trying to complete everything, you know, the hunting stuff and whatever. I did one on the PS4, one on Steam. And then my second one now on Steam. Or not Steam. But PC. It was Steam. Rockstar Launcher, whatever the fuck. This is heavy. This is a heavy boy, which means... Oh, shit! What the fuck? Man, this guy... You know, I doubted this guy. I shouldn't have. This is fucking sick. So you got your 2 discs. I nearly completed this on the 360. Or on the PC. But I never did. We got this is a game add-on download, and knowing this guy, that's hard to know. I was gonna say knowing this guy, he hasn't scratched it off, but these ones come without being scratched off, or like, you know, they're already pre-scratched. But what the fuck is this shit? Oh shit! Now it is ripped. I mean, that's annoying. That's like how I open post and my dad gives out shit for me. Shit to me like, just take the sticker off. I mean, why? Like, I doubt it's a collector's item, but like, just put the fucking extra 2 seconds in and take it off. That is fucking sick. It's probably the coolest thing about the game, but it's little oh god, it's horrific, you can see me. But anyway, I won't show you them all, but and you can actually like see things in them. I assume it's, oh, they're upside down. I assume it's visuals from the game. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. I knew it felt heavy. There was something about it. I mean, there's also 3 discs in it, which is probably the main reason. And then we got the manual. So they have been accessed. Like, it's not like these are like unopened, but I mean, the maps are folded up nice. You know, I guess he liked to keep them in. No map in this one, but it's not like the LA Noire map was anything to really like write home about anyway. You know, that wasn't what it was. It was cool, but it was like it's quite a linear game. Like like in my experience anyway. Like I never found myself wanting to drive off and search. It's like Mafia 2. It's like Mafia 2. My experience with that when I was younger, I'd like drive around, see someone, get out, beat them up, and then police will be after me, and then that'll be it. But like, that was the only thing you could do in the game, if I remember correctly. You know, could be wrong. And that's okay. Not everything needs to be a, you know, sprawling open world. There we go, Gears of War. This is complete in box, which is pretty cool. We got customer service numbers for, ooh, I could call this. It would be like funny and exciting until they pick up, and then I'm like, just checking if it worked. The other one would have been better because that was like 10 years older than this, than Gears of War. Or no, PS2 would have been, anyway, 5 years older probably. Anyway, here we are with more duplicates. I threw out the back of this because it was just mangy. I wiped all these ones because they were a bit sketched out, but be the first to play with your friends face to face. Take a picture of your face, map it to the character, and play as. That sounds horrific. I might do that one day just to fucking see how bad it is. But yeah, anything, like I threw out the packet of this. I didn't throw out the game, but I'll put this in my, if I have a non-manual copy. Well, I definitely don't have these. I would remember them, but I'll do something with this. I'll fucking turn it into fire fuel or something. Halo 3. The stickers on every fucking Halo 3 copy I've ever had. But yeah, I mean the map's in here. I assume that's what that is. I don't know what it's a map of. Kind of scared to open it up, but it is a map. That looks different. Have I just never seen Halo 3 manual? Maybe they're all manual-less. That is a beautiful manual. Is that a different manual? I won't go check now, but like, see, this is the type of manual I like. Like, I don't like. It feels weird. Anyway, like, you know, those sports games manuals. It's like, you know, those, like, I would have skipped over those. I'm not that desperate when I was like a kid. Like, it's like, oh, to top. I was reading it the other day in bed, and I was like, it was like top spin, blah blah blah. Bottom. I was like, give a shit. Obviously, there's no lore in a fucking white hairs in my beard. Oh, it's my head hair. Obviously, there's no lore in like a tennis game, but like this shit I do find cool. Like actually telling you about the weapons. The pages feel, I don't know if it's maybe an acoustic, but to be fair, I've been touching all games. Actually, it's not that bad. think it was just dust on my fingers. But that brings me back right there. Never got to play online Halo 3. I was just campaign, but Halo Reach I had a great time online. Anyway, what's this? There is my code. I mean, I doubt it's valid, but I'm not gonna rub it. Is that it? But then what's that? Oh, that was telling him to rub this gently, but wow, he did a great job. There's nothing left. Oh no, it's not. Fuck! I didn't want to rub it off. It's under here. Anyway, I wonder if they still work. Fuck! Oh, that's gonna piss me off now. Look at that. I might just have to scrape it all off. No, I'll just put it back in and just not think about it. Anyway, these are beautiful little cards. I mean, it's just fucking sponsorship. It's just shoving shit down our throat, but like, I like these little cards. But that is a fucking, like, I don't know if I'm just in my nostalgic bag right now, but that manual's beautiful. Do I just not have any Halo 3 manuals? Maybe not. We're very near the end here. You'll be excited to know. What are we at? We're at 126. So it's near the length of the other video unintentionally. And like, not even near the same amount of games, but it's kind of just a late night chat. I needed this today, so. This is the best game of the whole lot. No, not really. But, again, if I'm doing, why the fuck is there 2 discs? Volume 1, Growing Up. That's a bit creepy now. I just want to play some funny games. I don't want to actually like. Wait, your purchase comes with a 1-year season pass. Even Sesame Street is doing season passes now. No one's safe. No one's safe. No one's safe. But for real, you get thousands of Sesame Street clips, music, and videos. Okay, you can do that on YouTube. I mean, to be fair, this is 2012, but still, you can do that on YouTube, right, dog? Your own personalized playlist. Complete seasons of Abby's Flying Fairy School and Bert and Ernie's Great Adventures. I might have to put it in just to see if it works. There's a fucking other game as well. What? Do I have that? I'm gonna get all the Connect games. That's like an easy thing to do, I feel like. Unless there's like some crazy Japan exclusive or some shit. Which I doubt there is because it's an Xbox. Alright. Last 2 games and we're ending off on a sad note. Duplicates. But it has to happen. It doesn't have to, but I mean it does. But knowing this guy, we got a fucking map, I think. Yes, we do. I mean, fair play to this fella. Like, we have another code. And is this one? Okay. Okay, this one at least I'm not gonna fuck up and make uneven. Hitting my elbow off shit. Yeah. Oh, these are satisfying to me. Congratulations. By purchasing this specially marked version of Crackdown, you've also secured an invite on Halo 3 beta. What's my phone on? 87%. It's plugged in. I mean, why are you fucking causing trouble? Slow charging my ass. Your only job is to fucking transport shit, okay? Anyway, Halo 3 beta. I don't know if anyone wants to hop on that with me, but I'm actually excited to play I'm gonna play the Battlefield 6 beta with my friend next week, hopefully. And the last game, and there'll be more hackers, but I'll play it on Series X. But I'll have to play crossplay because I think he's on PC. I mean, I have a PC, but I kind of just use it for shit like this now. And to think, stupid me, it's like getting a tattoo. Getting a new GPU should be like getting a tattoo. You wait a year. You think about what you want. Oh, I want a butterfly on my inner thigh, or a jaguar on my head. Or, oh, I want the 9700 XT. Is that one? 9700? 7800 XT? Oh, I want the fucking... Wait a year. Oh, look. You've saved 2,000 fucking euro. $2,000. Like, when I was playing Black Ops 6, I wanted a 9700 XT? 9800 XT? X? The new AMD one, and I have a 3070 Ti because I was getting back into competitive Call of Duty. And now look, I'm fucking collecting for this shit. It's not shit, but I'm collecting for the 360. I don't need a GPU. 3070 will do me. It'll do me. But it will do me for the next like 10 years. Anyway, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you know the sauce with this guy. The maps are all in there. I think, you know, all considering, was Oblivion as well. Fair play. I mean, that's just the publisher, but they know what they're doing when it comes to like getting IPs. I don't know how that works. Do Bethesda go to 2K and say we need a publisher, or do 2K like pay Bethesda to publish? I don't know how that works, but anyway, yeah, it's a duplicate, but I still haven't played it because what have I been playing? I have been playing nothing. I've been busy. I was at a birthday party last night, so I haven't been playing anything. But oh shit! One last thing. I got a Switch Lite, okay, for €20, and it works. And you say, Tweedless, Tweedles, tell me what is wrong. What's wrong with it? Nothing. No, I made that up. There is, but it's not. It was listed for parts and repair. The only thing that doesn't work is this doesn't register when it goes right, like, or sorry, left. Which I play most games with a D-pad anyway. Now the D-pad doesn't feel great on the Switch Lite. Like, even the fucking Xbox. Oh shit! What did I just do? Shit! Are we good? I think I just minimized it. Fuck! Oh my god, there's so much happening. Hello? Okay. But yeah, even like. Yeah. This D-pad doesn't feel that good, and maybe it's just this D-pad. I have 2 other broken ones as well. Actually, I could retry, but anyway, the only thing that doesn't work on it is this, and I got it for €20. Now, I should have done my research prior. I saw you could mod a Switch, so I took that as you could mod the Switch Lite too, because I thought they were the same for like a similar firmware. Obviously not the same; they do different things, but like I thought they'd be similar. But you can't mod it. You can't jailbreak it anyway. You can hardware mod it, which I have no interest in, because that costs money, and the whole point of buying stuff like this is that. But like everything still sounds good with. Oh shit, my mic's here. My D-pad's a bit mushy, is it? For a Nintendo console, which are like, I was gonna say the inventors of the D-pad, but I don't know if that's true. But like the NES, SNES. But anyway, yeah, the only thing that doesn't work is this. So for €20 or whatever that is in dollars, like $25, $25. That was a pretty good pickup. I have no games for it, but I couldn't miss out on it. But yeah, so that is it. I've officially, this is my CX plus more haul, and it's really weird. I don't know where the camera is. Oh, there it is. It feels weird looking into a camera. I think I'll just look at myself in the screen. So guys, now I'm looking into my phone. Should I do that? No, it's too intense. Anyway, alright, that is it. This was a nice meditation session for me. I needed this, so I'm gonna go to sleep now. So thank you.